And I think that makes the journey different. In Toastmasters, we know there is a humorous speech, there is an informational speech, entertaining speech, and different segments of speech. In fact, the old traditional system in which we were used to it, we had different genres of speaking, raising a toast, introducing someone special, speaking in a funeral or a special occasion speeches and things like that. I think everything was about going through that journey. So as a thought for the day, I would like to encourage each one of you to go through the journey and with an open mind and see what experiences it brings. I think that can make the journey beautiful, whether it is an exciting journey or a nervous journey, but that the sheer factor that you have gone through that journey itself is a success. So wishing you all the best in your Toastmaster journey and other adventures in life. And I open this meeting. Now we have a few guests here. Okay, Raju, would you like to introduce yourself? I'd seen some guests and suddenly they vanished. I don't know why, what happened. Only I can see Raju now. I think he's not ready. Probably the TMOD could ask some of the guests to introduce them because most of the guests join after 7:15. So if time permits, you can ask a 1 line, 2 lines of introduction so that they are included in the meeting. So to take the meeting ahead, we have a special person as the Toastmaster of the day. He's a seasoned professional with more than 20 years of work experience, and he works with Guideware. And Navanitha is a very passionate Toastmaster. He is keen on learning new things. He takes up roles every time. And one thing I really, really like about Navanitha as a Toastmaster is his interest to self-improvement and his interest to explore further in the journey and see that what are the best experiences he can get out of Toastmasters. I think that makes the personality, his personality, a multi-dimensional personality. So probably all of you can unmute and let's give a big round of applause to our Toastmaster of the day, Navanitha Krishnan.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Chekhov. Good morning, everyone. I was actually wondering what could be the theme of my next meeting, right? There are a lot of events. I mean, not one, two. I'm sure seat 11A, right? I think we all know. There are a number of such even parade, right? So a number of events and number of lives gone, and I was wondering, what the state of mind for those people. It was a very difficult situation. I mean, I know this is a very extreme situation that I talked about, but the thought gave me some of the insights like it's not, these extreme incidents or uncertainties, even on a day-to-day basis, as our distinguished Toastmaster Alex Chekhov just mentioned, we have a lot of, uncertainties that we experience on our day-to-day life. And we do cope up with it. I mean, we start with the unknown journey, but then we actually create memorable, learnings from those journeys. So with that, quickly, one of such journey that I remember, I think it was years back. I was it's late night, after an event, just starting my car with two of my friends in the passenger seats, and I was about to, at some point it was fully fogged, and I think the visibility is kind of a little bit reduced, and I should have maybe waited for some time to kind of let the fog clear and then could have started the car. But I mean, I just started. I thought, the fog gets cleared over the time. But as soon as I came into the main road, and I think I had to take a right. It was not in India, in a foreign land. I had to take a right, and I just took a right and then realized it was actually a railway track. Okay, it was a railway track junction. I took a right, and I could see. I realized, myself and my friends that, yeah, I took a track. And just opposite to that, I see a train, you know, in a reasonable distance, I could see it's coming. It seems like that was the station nearby. So that was a very uncertain incident that I could experience. That is my state of, you could imagine what would be my state of mind. So with that, I mean, for you to just keep thinking about that incident, and I'll come back and and continue that story. But with that, I would like to start this meeting today, and it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. For the benefit of guests, I would like to explain the structure of today's meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 rounds. The first is the prepared speech round, where members will be delivering speeches based on the projects and paths that they've chosen. The second part of the session is the table topics round, where members can practice thinking and speaking on their feet. This round is also known as impromptu speech section. Guests are welcome to participate in this round. The third and final part is the evaluation round, in which all the prepared speeches as well as other aspects of the session will be evaluated by the general evaluator and by her team. With this, I would like to introduce our general evaluator of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank Anandarajan. Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank Anandarajan is a retired software engineer, passionate Toastmaster, nature lover, passive income expert, past marathoner, bird watcher, inspirational speaker, past division director. Let's put together our hands to welcome our general evaluator for today, DTM Priyank Anandarajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, Mr. and Madam Toastmaster. The purpose of the general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. To do this, I am not alone. I have a team called as the tag team, Timer, R Counter, and Grammarian. Today, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew is performing the role of a timer. He is a mechanical engineer by profession, and he is working as a maintenance manager for a manufacturing industry. He is passionate about fitness. He participates in marathon events across the city. He has been a Toastmaster since the past 1 year, and he is looking forward to develop his communication and leadership skills. May I now call upon Toastmaster Daniel Andrew to brief about the timer's role.
Thank you, DTM Prem. Thanks for the nice introduction. And once again, good morning to all. I am Daniel Andrew, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I'll be the timer today. As a timer, I will track and report the timings by the each prepared speakers and table topic speaker and evaluation speaker taken the time. And also, I will use the visual signaling systems to alert the speakers when they reach the specific time milestones. For prepared speeches, when they reach 5 minutes, I will show the green card. And when they reach 6 minutes, I will show yellow card. When they reach 7 minutes, I will show red card. And for table topic speeches, allotted time is 2 minutes. So when they reach 1 minute, I will show green card. When they reach 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. And when they reach 2 minutes, I will show red card. And for evaluations, time allotted is 3 minutes. When they reach 2 minutes, I will show green card. And when they reach 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. And when they reach 3 minutes, I will show the red card. So the time is most important. So every meetings, it should be, completed within the time. So I will alert each speakers to finish their speech within the time. Thank you. Over to you, DTM team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daniel, for briefing about the timer's role. Let us all respect time, and people will respect us when we respect their time. Thank you. And now, may I introduce the R counter for today's meeting, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. He's a veteran Toastmaster, and he's been with Toastmaster for a very long time. He's a first generation IT entrepreneur who, after more than 2 decades of entrepreneurship, is now looking at experiencing the remaining items from his to do bucket list. Satish has been a Toastmaster since 2013 and has held multiple positions at the club, area, division, and district level. He was the district director of District 120 Toastmasters for the year 2021-2022. He is a recipient of the Speaker Citation Award in the current year, and he supports n number of clubs in the district without expecting anything in return. He has a big heart. With a big round of applause, I would now like to invite Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon to brief about the R counters rule. So you're on mute.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank, and a very good morning to everyone. My role as the R counter in today's meeting is to look for filler words, repeat sentences, which members might use as part of their speeches, evaluations, table topics. Please remember that having filler words is not a mistake, but we should gradually improve on that as we go along, because slowly eliminating filler words improves the efficiency of our speech and makes our speech much more compact and much more impactful. It's something that each one of us needs to work towards consciously. And the role of the R counter is to just let everyone know what are the filler words, repeat phrases that each one of you are using as part of your speeches. I will give my report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the General Evaluator. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator DTM Priyank.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. We will now move on to the grammarian of today, Toastmaster Karthik, who is sailing as the Chief Engineer in the Merchant Navy. He is a fitness enthusiast. I'm hoping he's not sailing now, he is on the shore, and he will be doing the grammarian role for us. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik, to brief about the grammarian's role.
Thank you, DTM Priyank, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening careful with their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is Odyssey, Odyssey. It's a noun. The meaning is a long, adventurous journey. For example, we can use like her journey from shy speaker to confident leader was an odyssey. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. At the end of the meeting, when called upon by the General Evaluator, I shall present my grammarian report. I shall also post the word and the meaning in the chat box. So please use everyone. Thank you, and over to you, DTM Priyank.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. The odyssey of my division director role is coming to a closure on June 30th, which will be July 1st, midday IST. Hope I use the word of the day wisely. With that, I will now add to my role as the general evaluator. During the meeting, I will be taking notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. At the end of the meeting, I will be giving my report. All the very best to all the role players, speakers, and evaluators. With that, I now return the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navneeta.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank. To continue the story that I was talking about, uncertainty. So I was taking a ride on the railway track and having two passengers with me, and I see a train coming, towards, at least I could see the light, it's coming towards me. So think, the state of mind was, and it was my new car, just a 1 month old, new car that I was driving. So all that came to my head at that point was, how myself and my friends, two of my friends, can just come out of the car, right? And luckily, I was on the track and there is some space that I can just take my car out of the track. But I was still not sure, maybe my entire car was out or not. So I could come out of the track And quickly I was asking my friends and, to come out of the car. So we three were just out of the car. In my head, it was all that I think my car is gone. Okay, because it would be some part would be definitely touching the train, so it's gone. But at least, we three should be safe. So we were out of the car and be away a little bit, to just to ensure, we were safe. So that mindset, I mean, when I look back that mindset, I think in such situation, first of all, I think embracing the uncertainty is really important. The mindset that welcomes the unpredictable events, right? I think is important. I think we kind of understand and accept that uncertainty part and see it as an opportunity for to react and see how you can come out of it. So that embracing uncertainty is really an important thing, and how you could challenge the fear and practice mindfulness, right? And of course, support system. In this situation, myself, my two friends, I think we were all acting. I mean, you need that support system, right? Acting together and trying to, they were giving instruction, direction. So that all, important in any situation. That support system is very key. With that, I will just move on to our first segment of this meeting today. I would like to introduce now the evaluators and the speakers. The first speaker for this round will be attempting level 4 presentation mastery project 1, managing difficult audience. To evaluate the speech, we have distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Alex Jacob is an entrepreneur at Ace-based shared office, a smart office for startups. He has been a Toastmaster since 2008. He served as club president, VPE, VPM multiple times in his Toastmaster journey. And he is a charter president of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters, instrumental in setting up 360-degree Toastmasters Club. He served as area director, division director, district TLA chair, club coach, club sponsored, club mentor, and completed his first DTM in 2017 and now on the course of achieving his second DTM. With that, I request DTM Alex Jacob to read out the speech objectives for our first speaker, Shivakumaran.
Thanks, Toastmaster of the day. Probably for the evaluators and tag role introduction, we can keep it to 3-4 lines. That's fine. Otherwise, it is longer than the actual report itself. All right.
Sure.
So Shivakumaran is attempting an interesting speech, managing difficult audience. First of all, I'll let you know the timing. It is 10 to 15 minutes. So fasten your seatbelt, and a speaker's Odyssey is going to happen here. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when they present outside of the Toastmasters Club. So during the completion of this project, the members spend time learning how to manage difficult audience members during a presentation. All the best. I'm sure there will be some interesting elements in the speech, within the speech and outside the speech that can excite the audience too. All the best to our speaker, and over to Toastmaster of the day.
Sorry, Toastmaster Alex, this time limit is 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15, 10 green, 13 orange,
Okay.
and 15 red.
Okay, done. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
That's what, Alex. My speech I have written for 7 minutes, but due to disruptions, everything included the 10 to 15, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. 10 to 15, yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Alex. So our first speaker today is Shivakumaran. He's born and brought up in Chennai, an MCA graduate, having 14 years of experience as functional consultant, specializing in manufacturing, supply chain, and distribution. He aspires to reach maximum heights in public speaking and professional communication in Toastmasters. With that, let's put your hands for Shivakumaran. Shivakamaran, the button they keep pressing. Shivakamaran.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Karthik. Good morning, everyone. We all know how a calm and composed morning can set the day. We all know how a calm and composed morning can help you to start the day successfully. For some, it is a morning walk with bright sun on their face. And for some, it is a soothing coffee to start the day with cheerfulness. For me, it is completely different. My days start like a crazy performance because I have two kids, one 3.5-year-old daughter and one 6-year-old son. Every day I wake up to the crazy wails of I'm not going to school today from the two Georgia Xerox copies of myself. And on top of that, my daughter does the same by directly jumping onto me in my bed. Only God knows where she lands. Before my day has even started, my patience is put into test and my mind is sucked into chaos. This led me to wonder how come such small, unexpected events have such a huge impact on my inner peace. My dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I am going to talk about
How are you?
My dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I am going to talk about human mind's vulnerability on how small, unexpected triggering factors have impact on our day. It was morning 9:30 a.m. Both my kids have went into school. My phone started to ring, my favorite ringtone. Lose yourself in the music the moment you own it, you better never let it go. Go, you only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, you better. I picked up the phone, it was my close friend. He started, dude, have you seen what this Donald Trump has did? He has announced truce between India and Pakistan. Who given him the rights to do that? I said, that's absolutely true. We have our army, we have our navy, we have our external affairs ministers to sit and settle these things. He can't do that. After 15 minutes of deep discussion, I put down the phone. However, the call is still continuing in my mind. I'm actively thinking about Donald Trump by passively doing my second hand job of managing my team by running, assigning tickets to them, conducting meetings, and doing follow ups. Now, Donald Trump is all over there in my mind throughout the day.
Donald Trump is always in formals, and you are wearing informals.
Shukran.
Who,
Not only God, you are also know where your daughter is landing, right?
yeah, but Shivakamaran, you missed to probably say who's your close friend?
It is his name is
Okay.
if I talk about him, it will be the Odyssey journey. For the Odyssey, how we went for 10 years from Athena to Utica, it will be like that. Okay, so continuing with my speech. The next day, I went to a bank to take DD to pay my kids' school fees. I approached the front desk officer and got the challan. I filled up the form nicely. She observed 5 mistakes in the 10 fields I have entered. Then I handed over to her, back to her. She said, "Sir, please wait for some time. I will call you." I went, sat on the sofa for half an hour, watching her, talking to her colleagues, laughing with her friends in phone, enjoying her coffee. She is doing everything other than processing the DD. Now, I'm not in a mood to pick a fight with them. So I decided I will use some tricks to get the DD process faster. I approached her. Ma'am, my friend just called for an emergency. Can you please process the DD and give it to me? She calmly said, wait, I will call you. 1 hour went. Ma'am, My manager just called. He wanted DD to be he had some issue in production and he wanted me to be at office and resolve it. Can you please process the DD and give it to me? Wait, I will call you. 1.5 hours went. Ma'am, my wife just called me. She want me to be at home with DD in hand. Otherwise, she said she will divorce me. On a side note, wife divorce 10 minutes. That's a good thing, right? Don't get distracted. Ma'am, can you please process the DD and give it to me? She calmly said, wait, I will call you. After 2 hours, she processed the DD and gave it to me. Now, when I'm walking out of the bank, I was thinking, why can't she act responsibly? And arguing with myself in every possible permutation combination where bankers are kept culpable. Now,
Sure.
she is all over.
Your wife is a bank employee, right?
Yeah, she's the bank employee.
Did you interact with them?
Sorry?
Did you interact with your wife?
I
Before
talk to her every day. Right? Yeah, these are all inspired from the incidents what I had with them in the bank.
Yeah, go ahead.
So now the bankers are there in my mind for all the bad reasons. The next day, I started my bike to go for my swimming session. I I started it and my neighbor came. There is mud at my apartment entrance. I said, okay, go and clean it. It's your kid who did that. Don't start in the morning. Do you have any proof my kids did that? Your family is bigger. They are spreading the slippers all over the place. This argument went on for another half an hour. And at last, the apartment maid came and she cleaned the place. Now, I am late for my swimming session for half an hour, which is not the big thing. But I started thinking about all the bad incidents that happened between their family and our family. Now, they are there in my mind for all the bad reasons. Here, if I observe closely in all these incidents, I notice two main issues. One is a psychological issue, and the other one is a moral issue. A psychological issue affects the individuals, but a moral issue affects the people surrounding that individual. For example, the banker's disloyal to her job is her moral issue, but it affected myself and other customers. Now, she has handed over her moral issue to me in the form of a psychological burden. I am wise enough to know that I cannot consume this psychological burden. Otherwise, this will become my moral issue and I will start to affect other people. To that, to that extent, yeah. Now, to that extent, I am wise enough to know, but I am not smart enough to drop this psychological issue out of my mind, psychological burden out of my mind, which is my weakness. I realized I cannot continue with this weakness because it is hurting me. And thinking myself, this triggers are challenges that life throws at us repeatedly until we truly learn the lesson behind them. At last, I learned the technique which has saved my life. That is, aware, accept, and action. Whenever life throws a trigger at me, I should be aware that the other person is tapping into my weakness. Then I should accept it is not the situation that is hurting me, but my reaction to it is. And at last, I should take action to break the psychological barrier and come out of it. After following this technique, I am getting better at it day to day. And if life throws a new trigger at me, I say, life is not punishing us, life is patiently teaching us. And remember, these triggers are not traps, but a test. Meet them with grace and say, this is my time to evolve. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, for this amazing speech. also you managed the distraction so well. Thank you for that. With that, now I will call upon the second speaker, a second evaluator for the second speaker. So to evaluate the second speech, I would like to call upon Vijay Kumar, who is the director at Exeter Premier Services, and he's passionate about learning new things, traveling, public speaking skills, and pushing boundaries. I request you to please read out the speech objectives, and our second speaker is Keshwan.
Thank you, TMOD Toastmaster Navneet Krishnan. My target speaker is Toastmaster Keshav, and the speech title is The Balancing Wheel of Current, the Color of Emotions. The purpose of the speech is to present a well-organized and well-supported speech on any of the topic. The speech length is 7 minutes. Over to you, TMOD Navneet Krishnan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. Now let me invite our second speaker, Keshwan. Keshwan CR is having a background spanning over 5+ years as a former CRO, an educational counselor, and panel research associate by profession, and budding podcast consultant. He's from Madipakam, Chennai. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Kesavan. Kesavan, the balancing wheel of current, the color of emotions. The balancing wheel of current, the color of emotions, Kesavan.
Good morning, all. Good morning. Hi, am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever been swamped by a feeling but struggled to put a name to it? That's the power and the mystery of emotions. And emotions are just reactions. They are the language and signals of our heart, the compass of our soul. They help us connect not only with others, but with ourselves. Today, let me walk you through the Odyssey and the story of someone who reflects each of us in some way. Karan. Karan's life wasn't a straight line. It was a wheel, a balancing wheel, constantly turning, constantly twisting, constantly spinning and teaching. And have you ever felt like life is spinning fast, unpredictable, like a wheel, and that just won't slow down? But what made Current's wheel special was its colors. Imagine this wheel is vibrant, spinning, and alive, and the center is current, a symbol of human odyssey through emotion. Each spoke painted in a different color, each representing a feeling we all experience. That is the balancing wheel of current, where emotion aren't just states, they are palette of life. On a beautiful morning, in a tinsel town named Tulip, there lived a boy named Karan. He was a cheerful soul who loved traveling, reading, watching TV, playing cricket, listening to podcasts, and exploring whatever genre he was into. Because she is graduate, Karan had a dream to be a motivational speaker, a podcaster, a what, and a very ambitious, passionate, and curious person. His childhood was like a swimming like an ocean, filled with energy, positivity, and endurance. He swam like a whale past the hurdles of his 10th, 12th, and college life. One pleasant night, under a sky full of stars, Karan stood on his terrace. Lost in his thought, he whispered to God, "Why can't no one tell me where I'm heading, which direction I am going in this journey towards my goals?" Here, Karan capturing his colors. I am representing his colors as red, green, and blue. In that, red is a passionate and anger. Karan's red movements was intense. He changed his red as a fire from to fuel, to stand for something but not just against. blue, calm and composed. He was very, very calm and composed, and Karan's nature was to take it forward. Be it what all the emotion or disturbances he got, he was able to calm himself and take it forward. And many times he told to himself that let's give up, let's give up. But as a green person in a very, 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 very happening and calm, composed, gratitudeous mode, he grounded himself, saying to himself, like a last leaf, let's not never give up and take it forward to a next level. And here, Karan's life is full of lot of emotions, but how he manages to take it in a journey and an odyssey of his colors is what admirable. And I feel that Karan, his gratitude as a golden yellow, is going to a next level of creating his own revolution, of becoming a pathway to himself, to better himself with better version of himself. So in conclusion, my dear friends, emotions are, they say it's rational, it's logical. We have to take care of emotion. We have to understand the language of emotions. And we have to acknowledge it. So that's how I see Karan's way of life is taking to a greater level. And with this, I request everyone to see their colors of wheel and take it forward to a next level. So I end with a lovely note. Life is very beautiful. Life is very, very happening. And life is really, really great. And also, I would like to share a story where Karan, in his initial stages, he has felt like a swimming like an ocean, like a lot of struggles were there for him. In his colors, he understood what are all the ways in which he can control his emotions, anger, sorrow. He made his sadness to a growth to a place. Now he has finished his first icebreaker speech and he finished his level 1 of completion in his pathway. And he's going on a journey to adhere his dream, attempt his dream towards being a public speaker, motivational speaker, and a podcaster. So with this, I thank everyone for this wonderful opportunity, and over to TMOD. Thank you so much, TMOD.
Thank you, Kesavan. It was a wonderful speech. Thank you for sharing that with us. Just to continue on my story, so I was taking the car out of the track, and my friends were away from the track and the car, and the train now goes. So it was like a hardly maybe a couple minutes, and yeah, the train was passing by, and luckily there was no damage to the car as well. Now, all my worry was I was, somewhere in the track, in a foreign country. Now in this situation, it is like really crazy, right? Because if cop comes, so luckily, again, couple of angels, right? Guys just passed by. They were seeing the situation, parked their car, coming quickly to us and trying to help us. And they motivated really well, saying, "Oh, you could get on the car and get back, the car back to the road." Okay. So with their words, with the confidence that they boosted, I got into the driver's seat again and taking the car out of the track and back to the main road, and the cops' cars are coming. And I was completely, away from the track now on the road, and I parked the car, and the cops were, checking whether I was drunk and driving, right? So they were checking all that. And yeah, luckily, of course, I was not drinking, and it was all pure mistake because of the fog that I got into that track. So the help that I received from the angels, right? I think there was some scene happening and people could just go, but they just stopped by and helped. So I think I wanted to highlight, building resilience in situations like this where, developing our mental and emotional strength to bounce back in such situations and, able to manage. So that's what I want to highlight here. With that, I will go on to our next agenda, the second segment, which is the table topic session. To provide us the challenge for today's table topics round, we have the table topic master, Satish Kumar, who will be conducting the session today. Satish Kumar is 55 years young, an instrumentation, process automation, and control engineer with 3 decades of industry experience, a lifelong learner, admirer of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs. And over to you, Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Navneet Krishnan. Good morning and welcome to all the Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the table topics master is to facilitate the table topics where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. I will introduce a topic and call on speakers who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subject. I request timer to be highlighted so that the speakers can see the timing cards.
Yes.
Thank you. The timing for table topics speeches is 2 minutes. 1 minute will be green card. 2 minutes will be yellow card, and 3 minutes will be red card. Okay. So today's meeting theme is
yellow and 2 minutes red card, sir.
okay. Today's meeting theme is navigating the unknown. So I'll be giving questions to you based on this theme. I'll take you through this odyssey of table topics. I'm looking for some volunteers who would like to take the first topic. Any volunteers?
I can take it.
This is DTM Satish Menon.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for accepting the invite, DTM Satish Menon. The topic for you is, what is that you know you know? What is that you know you know? DTM Satish Menon.
What is that you know you know? It's very simple. Life is made up of a lot of experiences. In fact, every day in life is a new experience. When you get up in the morning, from the time you go to bed, and you get up the next day, it's a string of experiences that goes together. And when you encounter something, your reaction to that will be based on what you have done in the past or what has a similar situation occurred in the past. If it has not occurred for the first time, or if it is occurring for the first time, you will always be kind of on a path to say, what do I do? And then you make a decision. That decision is based on what you have understood till now and what you think you should do till now. So all of that happens to you, around you, is based on your decisions. All of that happens around you is your response to something that happens and how you respond to it. And all the time, it's based on the knowledge and the experience that you have. So in this world of uncertainty, where you don't know what's going to happen at the next moment, all you know is what you would do in any situation always comes from the experiences that you have gained. Now, experiences, not good, not bad, not always good, not always bad, but end of the day, they are all experiences. And what you would do as part of a situation always comes from the knowledge that you have within you. That is something which nobody else can give it to you. That's only something that you build as you go along. So, which is why it's very important to keep a track of our experiences, keep a track of events that happen to us, and our response will be much better when we face something else like that in the future. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster, TT Master.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon. I invite the next table topic speaker, Toastmaster Keshavan. Toastmaster Keshavan.
Yes, table topic master.
Yeah, the Toastmaster Keshavan, the topic for you is embrace the unknown.
Embrace the unknown.
Embrace the unknown. Toastmaster Keshavan.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Embracing the unknown. There were many life situations for me embracing the unknown, be it the unexpected changes happening in my life with regards to the weight reduction or the self-care mode, where there were unexpected moments of emotion embraced upon. The signals of the heart and soul were telling me to go on a path where calm and composed on a job to take it forward. But the limelight, the real reality is to embrace the unknown, do work out of your comfort zone and take it forward to a next level. So, like, we do face different types of emotion in different situations, be it your personal life, be it your passionate life, or be it your fitness life, wherein you have to differentiate yourself. Many people may discard you. Many people may ridicule you. Many people may see you that you cannot do the best version of yourself. But to a point, you have to understand yourself that you only can do it. What others can instill you, they cannot instill us. They are not in our shoes. They are not in our arena at all. We have to accept ourselves and move on. In accepting and embracing ourselves, the unknown, that way we really can do the best version of ourselves and self-care ourselves. Self-care is one important tool where we are not able to get our signals of heart, soul, where we are not able to connect with ourselves. Being connected with ourselves is more important to take it forward, and will be able to accept ourselves in that sense. Embracing the unknown will be easy to implement, and we are not able to come out of the comfort zone. In that sense, we will be able to embrace the unknown. Thank you, table topic master. That was a lovely topic.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Keshavan, for taking up the topic. Now I invite Toastmaster Anbarsan to take the next topic.
Hi, Satish.
Hi, Toastmaster Anbarsan. The topic for you is, who is your unknown admirer? Who is your unknown admirer?
Okay.
Toastmaster Anbarsan.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you for the topic, Toastmaster Satish. My unknown admirers, but everybody knows. Everybody have a habit of watching the films. So I'm really admire actor Ajit. So he's inspiring past 20 years, more than that. So when I was studying in 8th standard, the film was released, a red film. So I was inspired by that song, Kannai Kasakkum Suryane, Red, 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 Kanum Mannil Sarivadi, Red, Red. So during that time, I was inspired by Mr. Actor Ajit. Apart from acting, I was inspired is helping helping natures. So I know some personal things about him. So during that time itself, there was a hospital in Madurai, Aravind Hospital, which is free for every poor people. So for a caring of eye care. So he will donate some amounts yearly. So I came to know one of my friends that reason. So this was one of reason I was really admire him. Not only that, so he was also always chasing his dream. So recently he got a Padma Bhushan award, and he still is chasing for passion. So he's over 50 plus years age, but still he want to chase his dream. That still inspires me a lot. So not only his acting, his passion, his dedicative, everything is inspiring me. Over to you, Sarish.
Thank you so much, and Toastmaster Anbarshan. I know you admire Ajit. What we were expecting is who admires you unknowingly. By the way, now I would like to invite the impatient Toastmaster Shivakumran to take the next topic.
Yes, Satish. Yes.
Toastmaster Shivakumran, your topic is your Odyssey through unknown. Your Odyssey through unknown. Toastmaster Shivakumran.
Okay. Thank you, Satish. The Odyssey through unknown. The basic story of Odyssey, we all know they have won the Trojan War, and after that, he wanted to go back to his home, but he was delayed to reach his home for 10 to 20 years because of so many journey he has gone through. But the background of the story is he has won the Trojan War and he has succeeded in his already he has set a milestone for his on his life journey. But even after that, he was put into so much of test, and at last he reached his journey. The message behind that is whatever life is throwing at you, it is all for good. Unless and until we face challenges, we won't get developed, we won't get improvised. So that is the message behind Odyssey. So for me also, it is the same. It is not that something we have achieved in our life. So we have reached some good career, we have achieved some good milestone. There the journey has not finished. Like how Rajini says, "Kattradu kaiyalavu, kalladadu ulagalavu." So like that, we have to keep on learning. And any challenges that we are facing in our life, we should not say that why God is testing me. We should say that God is putting me in a better position. God is giving me opportunity to learn and improvise. So we have to take it with graciousness and see that how better we can do in our life to overcome the challenges. So that is my Odyssey. Anything that comes on my way, whether it is Cyclops, I will kill the eyes, and the Lord of the Sea put me in with the curse also. Fine, I will go and face some other issue, some other challenges until unless what Anbu said. So until we have our last drop in our body, we will keep on fighting and we will try to reach our destination. This is my meaning for Odyssey. Thank you, and over to you, Satish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Yes, we'll keep fighting. Now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Daniel Andrew to take the next topic.
Yes, someone please note the timing for me.
Who's going to do it?
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, Priyank, please.
You go ahead.
Okay, I will do it then. Yeah.
Thanks, Shivakumaran, for doing that. People are talking about so many film actors today. So Daniel, the topic for you is.
Sorry, repeat the topic.
I have not yet announced the topic, Daniel. Said
Okay.
people are talking about film actors. So Daniel, the topic for you is, who is your unknown heroine. Who is your unknown heroine, Daniel?
So if I talk about unknown heroine, it is very secret. This thing, while speaking in front of others, if I need to disclose my unknown heroine, some actress, just don't want to specify her name, but she acted in the film in 1990s or 2000 period. So she was so special for his, beautiful face, beautiful smile, and one movie got very famous because of her smiling face, and people will call her as heroine of smile. So that was, she was my unknown heroine, I can say. Moreover, if we, sorry, I am not able to speak more on this topic or green. So everybody will have their own heroine in their life. So for that, I am also have such a heroine. Over to you, Satish Kumar. Thank you.
We need to inquire about this, Daniel. I mean, is the heroine next to you?
No.
Okay. Now I'd like to invite DTM Priyank to take the next table topic. DTM Priyank.
I'm ready.
You. DTM Priyank, the topic for you is, what is that you know you do not know? What is that you know you do not know, DTM Priyank?
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Last year, around this time in June end, we were at the district officers training program, and along with my all newly appointed area directors, we were all sitting together in a table. And to my surprise, there was this very old lady, but behaving all like small child. We were all given diaries. It was in plastic covers. She just took the plastic cover and blew air into it like small kids will do, and then she she closed its mouth and she bursted that bucket, and everybody in the room turned around and saw us. It was supposed to be a very professional and very formal environment. I was so embarrassed sitting there as the division director. And as this story spread during the second district officers training program in January, everybody in the tables were given balloons, and the activity was every area director and division directors has to blow the balloon and keep it knotted and ready. And then the activity was we have to burst the balloons. I am not a person who loves balloons or who knows how to blow the balloons or who knows how to burst the balloons, but my team was really excited. They were getting extra balloons to blow it up, extra balloons to burst. They were even trying to steal the balloons from other tables and burst it. So sometimes it's not about who you are. Sometimes it's not about being so formal and professional. Sometimes it's about going with the flow, enjoying the moment, and seeing your team happy and gelling together with your team members and other team members. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
So, DTM Priyank, how many balloons did you blow?
Not even one. I told them I don't know to blow balloons, I don't know to burst balloons, and I gave all the balloons I had to the team so that they have a good time.
I'm sure you had a good time. Thank you so much for that. Now I'd like to invite for my last topic a guest. If anybody's, I think either Raju or Arvind. Have one topic.
Yeah, Uma. Mrs. Uma has
Me?
raised hand.
Yeah, who's going to take this now?
Can I take it up?
Yeah, please. GTM remark. Sorry, Toastmaster remark. Sorry. The topic for you, Toastmaster Uma, is known always easy to navigate? Is known always easy to navigate? Toastmaster Uma.
How many of you know that growth happens only when there is a change? And change happens only in the discomfort zone. Do you agree with me? Thank you for raising your hands. Definitely, only when you come out of your comfort zone, the growth happens. Where there is no change, there is no growth, and they die. So when you know something, it is easy to navigate. But when you don't know something, definitely you're in trouble. But then you will find a way and somehow you will navigate and reach the destination. And what a surprise or what an excitement you'll have when you reach that spot. Yes, I navigated and I found it. So, will you not feel good when you adopt a change? Try that today. Try adopting a new change in your life and see the excitement that you get. Maybe you would have put your alarm at 6 o'clock, but then you would have snoozed it for 6 times. But if you say to yourself, no, I'm going to get up at 6 and see what happens, if you see the change and if you navigate yourself towards that change, definitely the growth will happen. So, growth happens with change and it happens in the discomfort zone. Are you ready to come out of the comfort zone? Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Oh, the table topics is over now. I hand over the podium back to Toastmaster Navneet Krishnan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. Amazing topics, and again, amazing speeches by our fellow Toastmasters and guests. And yeah, that was also, again, indeed a wonderful session and very well aligned with the theme of the day. Yeah, going back to my story, I think I completed the story. It's not a story incident that happened, but I think after the incident, what when I look back, what happened, what was the learning? I think one thing, as our guest speaker Uma mentioned, I think I came out of the comfort zone because it was my new car. I was like, there's a complex parking I had to do. Then I actually asked for somebody, can they do it? Because I was new to driving and I wanted to ensure that I don't, get any scratches on my car. So, but on that day, seems like, when as soon as some people have mentioned, yeah, you could drive and take the car back to the road, from the track, I was able to get that, quickly without any difficulty. So yeah, sometimes when we are outside of, we need to step outside of our comfort zone to, some of these incidents can help us to get there. And also I was throughout the, episode, it seems I was calm and composed and more positive towards how we can all be safe. So with that, I was let's get on to our next segment, which is very important in our Toastmaster meeting today. In this round, constructive feedback is given to each speaker as well as the overall meeting conduct so that members can benefit from the experience of evaluators and become better speakers. For this, we have our general evaluator to conduct the session. I would like now to hand over the session to our general evaluator of the day, our distinguished Toastmaster, Priyank Anandraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Sergeant Adams, can we please tag the timer and the evaluators and remove Uma ma'am from getting spotlighted? May I now invite distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob to evaluate our first speaker for the day, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
All right, thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and my speaker, Sivakumaran in particular. So in line with the theme of the day, he had selected the right project, navigating through the unknown was in a way his project objectives. So why this project is important or special is in a Toastmaster environment, we are very comfortable giving speeches because it's a friendly and a supportive environment. However, when we give presentations outside, talks outside, you may encounter some problems, and how do we approach it? How do we handle it? That matters. I think that is the reason why probably Toastmasters have added this project. So what are the few things I liked in Sivakumaran's speech? One, of course, selecting a right topic, talking about personal experiences, what happened in the house. I think that gives a lot of scope for continuing a journey, even though there are interruptions, because these are personal stories which you know very well and it stays with you. And you can reconnect with that story at any given point of time. Number one. Second, you stood and spoke, which was not just about the act of speaking, but it is also was about showing the confidence and the interest in speaking. So very well done. And third point, which I really liked is throughout in the interruptions, you appeared to be calm and composed, which was needed and which was also one of the important learnings for this particular project. So now coming to what could have been done differently, honestly, not many things, but only one point. When somebody is interrupting you, so you probably can acknowledge that. And that is also one of the project requirements. When somebody interrupts you, acknowledge and respond to that. So that makes the communication two-way communication. Not necessarily every interruption is unwanted. There could be some genuine interruption also. So acknowledging and responding to that can be a very interesting point. The second point I would say is if you could, so there are instances where you are smiling, which we often say in Toastmasters, which is good. But when a question is posed, probably you could be seen as a serious person who's listening. So these are small things. Otherwise, the way you handled the overall situation was very good. I'm sure it is a great experience of going through this unexplored and new area of speaking. Congratulations, and over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. May I now invite Toastmaster Vijay Kumar to evaluate the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Keshav's speech.
Thank you, DTM Priyank, for that opportunity. My target speaker, Toastmaster Keshav. So congratulations, Toastmaster Keshav, on your speech 2 on presentation mastery, which I'm sure you have prepared a lot and practiced. So you started with a warm smile and a gentle pause, which had set the speech for you. The opening lines of the speech showed the colors of Karan's wheel and his goals. It was engaging and quickly drew the audience into the speech. So it had a clear flow and which went into the Karan's childhood and his aim in life. It was, of course, very easy to follow. The content was very personal and it was authentic. Your story was about struggling to speak up in meetings, really resonated with many of us. You have used good hand gestures and maintained a good posture also. At times your voice was tensed, but overall I think your presence was natural. The voice was also, it was clear and pleasant. There were nice variations in tone from, we could see it from the voice of Karan, where you shared emotional as well as humorous moments. There was slight nervousness at the first, but you grew more confident, and your smile and honesty helped your speech a lot. Your speech was perfectly timed. It was well within the limits. And the closing is also good with saying your perception of life, which is beautiful, colorful, and it was all with greatness. So going to the strengths, it was the speech was very honest and it was relatable storytelling. We could connect, of course, Karan with Keshav. It was warm and engaging, and the hand gestures were good, and you appeared as a seasoned speaker. So few suggestions for improvement. The eye contact, which could have been better at times. So when you took away from the audience to the monitor, so the eye contact could have been better. And your slight nervousness in the speech, that could have been overcome. And you could have added more examples in Karan's colors of life in your speech. So those are a few items for the improvement. Overall, Keshav, your speech on presentation mastery was very heartfelt and courageous. So it was not an easy way to relate yourself, your life goals with the drama character, which you did it beautifully. You had a natural way of connecting to the audience, and I wish you all the very best. Keep sharing your voice. Thank you. Thank you, and over to you, TM Modu.
Thank you, Toastmaster
Thank you.
Vishal. May I now call upon the timer to present the timer's report?
Yeah. So timer report, first the prepared speaker, Toastmaster Shivakumaran has taken 9 minutes 54 seconds for his speech. The speaker number 2, Toastmaster Kesavan, has taken 5 minutes 55 seconds. And table topic session, the table topic speaker number 1, DTM Sadish Menon, has taken 2 minutes 9 seconds. And the speaker 2, Toastmaster Keshavan, has taken 2 minutes 18 seconds. And speaker number 3, Toastmaster Anbarasan, has taken 2 minutes 5 seconds. And speaker number 4, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, has taken 2 minutes exactly. And speaker number 5, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, has taken 1 minute 25 seconds. Speaker number 6, DTM Priyank, has taken 1 minute 48 seconds. And speaker number 7, Toastmaster Uma Natraj, taken 1 minute 28 seconds. And for evaluation number 1, DTM Alex Jacob has taken 2 minutes 40 seconds for his evaluation. And the evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Vijay, has taken 3 minutes and 10 seconds for his evaluations. Over to you, DTM Priya.
Thank you so much, timer. Kudos to the entire club and all the role players for staying within time. We are not underqualified or overqualified with the time. That's a stupendous job for Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. May I now call upon the R counter for today, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, to present his report.
Thank you, DTM Priyank. My R counter report for this meeting is as follows. The Sergeant at Arms, when you opened the meeting, had 1 R and 1 you know. The presiding officer, as part of his opening remarks, had 3+ times and right 2 times. TMOD across the entire meeting used so 3+ times, 3+ times, mindset 3+ times, I think 3+ times, and you know 3+ times. The timer had 3+ times and 3+ times. Grammarian, I did not find any filler words. Also for the general evaluator, during the introduction, I did not get any filler words. I couldn't look at my filler words when I was speaking. The first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, had and 3+ times, now 3+ times. Moral issue, the word was used 3+ times. Psychological issue, word was used 3+ times. The second speaker, Toastmaster Keshav, did not have any filler words in his speech. Toastmaster Satish Kumar, as part of his introduction as table topic master, had ya 3+ times and 3+ times. First table topic speaker was me, so I couldn't look at my usage, but I could think that I used more than once. Table topic speaker Toastmaster Keshavan, as part of his second table topic, had no filler words. Toastmaster Anbarasan had A 3+ times and So 3+ times. Toastmaster Shivakumaran had OK 2 times, A 2 times, and But 3 times. Toastmaster Daniel had A 3+ times and 3+ times. Toastmaster Digvijay had A 3+ times and sometimes 2+ times. Toastmaster Uma Natraj had no filler words. DTM Alex, as part of the speech evaluation, had A 3+ times. Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, as part of the evaluation, had So 3+ times, A 3+ times, and 3+ times. That is my A counter report for today's meeting. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Priya.
Thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, for an extensive report and also keeping it very considerate by telling 3+ hours and 3+ fillers, not calling out the exact numbers, giving us that positive and encouraging and supportive environment, and also keeping it humble that you were not able to measure your own fillers. With that, we will now move on to the next role player, grammarian Toastmaster Karthik, to present your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, DTM Priyank. Here comes my grammarian report. For the Toastmasters who use the word of the day, it is DTM Priyank, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, Toastmaster Kesavan, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. And next comes to the improper usage. So the first one is it's entrepreneur. So we use one of the Toastmasters use entrepreneur. And second, both my kids have went to the school, so the correct usage would be both my kids have gone to the school. And 1 hour went, so better we can use like 1 hour passed, 1.5 hours passed. And that time was released Red movie, one of the Toastmasters used, so it could be like Red movie was released when I was 8th standard. And him donate some amount, so the better usage is he donated some amount. And one more Toastmaster used I am also have, so it could be the correct usage is I also have. Coming to the quotes, words, sayings which I like the most, coming to our DTM Alex, he used Kamo victorious, multidimensional personality. And our TMOD Navnita, he used insights, embracing the unknown is an important thing. And DTM Satish Menon, impactful string of experiences. He mentioned this, keep a track of our events and experiences which will help us in future. So I do this, so I personally connected to this. And again, TMOD, he used building resilience. And Toastmaster Vijay, he used resonated. And DTM Priyank used stupendous. And Toastmaster Shivakumaran, aware, accept, and actions when life throw a new triggers on you. So again, it's very much needed for us. Unless we face challenges, we will not improve ourselves. And graciousness. Coming to Toastmaster Kesavan, he used calm and composed. Let's never give up. Admirable. Understand and acknowledge our emotions, which we most of the times we don't do. Life is very beautiful. Life is very, very happening. And our another Toastmaster Umanathan. So growth happens only when there is a change. So try adopting a change. Are you ready to come out of your comfort zone? So with this lot of learnings today, I present my grammarian report, and over to you, DTM Priyank.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karthik. You are amazing listener. That is what I understand, and you have great note-taking skills. First of all, I would like to thank you for bringing a word of the day that is easy, usable, and positive. That made everybody to use the word of the day. And also, I would like to acknowledge that when you appreciated the good usages, you use the people name and what was the good usages, because we want to praise people in public, and any criticism or feedback we want to give it in private. The same, you didn't call out the name of the people when you gave suggestions for improvement. You just said one of the Toastmaster. That was very considerate, truly a Toastmaster spirit, I would say, positive, supportive, and being there for each other. Thank you, amazing job. And I would now like to present my report as the general evaluator. The room was opened at 6:45 and we tested the timer cards and the meeting and everything. kudos to the sergeant at arms for being there and checking everything before the meeting started. And the presiding officer, he welcomed the guest upon arrival, and the guests were informed about the Toastmasters and meeting format by the Toastmaster of the day. The presiding officer was well prepared and organized. He had some inspirational personal story to share and a message to open the meeting. The meeting started on time today, and everyone were properly introduced. We have a proper documentation of the introductions, and the Toastmaster of the day was also properly introduced. All the roles were filled prior to the meeting, and the agenda, a clean, crisp, neat agenda was sent out the previous night. The Toastmaster of the day explained the meeting's theme and narrated the story style of taking us through the meeting. The general evaluator was introduced, and the table topics master was introduced very well. The grammarian and the tag team were introduced, and we had a very good word of the day, which we will also take outside the meeting and use it. The timing of the table topics could have been explained better. The topics selected were appropriate and fit into the meeting theme. The topics master did have call all the people and gave a chance. We didn't have much guest. We only had a visiting Toastmaster who was interested to participate. She was also given a chance. The timer made sure the meeting stayed on schedule, and the controls were properly returned to the meeting role players. Overall, we did a fantastic job on timing. There are a few recommendations as a general evaluator from my side. The first one is to start the meeting recording just before starting the meeting with the sergeant at arms script, and to spotlight both the timer and the speaker during the speeches. And one request to the Toastmaster of the day is to leave the evaluator introductions to the general evaluator. You can just call the evaluator by name to read the project objectives. One suggestion for the grammarian is maybe you could add a idiom of the day optionally if you wish to, along with the word of the day. And coming to the table topics master, the timings for the table topics speeches and the card color needs to be told correctly. Please have a written script to give the exact details. And let us please avoid any negative introduction or putting any member on a negative light. It is not humorous. It may not be humorous. And one request is to just give it a topic, and the best practice for table topics is to keep it 5 to 7 words along. With that, I would like to appreciate all the role players who did a commendable job today, and return the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Navneeta.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster. With this, can I request our Sergeant at Arms to launch the poll?
Yeah.
And can I also request the listening master to conduct the quiz?
We don't have listening master today, I
Sure.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Just to sum it up about the theme, I just wanted to say highlight these embracing uncertainty, practice mindfulness, build resilience, cultivate growth mindset, and learn from setbacks. With that, I'm now handing it over to our presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, Navneeta. Thank you for the interesting topic, and we are almost on time, so this is a great thing. So big round of applause to all our role players today, Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator, and the Table Topic Master, and the speakers, and the evaluators, and the tag team. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. It was a very interesting meeting. I was hoping that there will be 20 plus attendees for sure, because the poll yesterday in the guest group had shown 13, which include 4 of our members, at least 5, 6 guests and all those things I was expecting. So it turned out to be one of the lowest attentions in the recent past. So that is also part of the whole process. Sometimes we need to understand why it happens. So probably we'll ask, okay, only one guest is there today, Uma Nataraj. So would you like to share some thoughts about today's meeting, ma'am? Also, in the meantime, I request you to kindly vote for the best speakers, role players. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It was a pleasure to join the meeting, though I was late. I enjoyed the last bit, and thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to take a table topic. Definitely the meeting and I listened to the tag team and also the general evaluator. Definitely everyone did their job so well because each role player is important and all of them did an excellent job. And I will attend the meeting from next week on time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Any other? Okay, nobody's there. All right, cool. So are the results ready? At least we got
Yes.
10 plus votes.
Yeah, we got sufficient.
Yeah.
Just
All
a
right. So
minute.
go ahead, Daniel, announce the results, please.
Yeah.
Everybody is anxious. I don't know why it is like that. It doesn't. It's not a usual thing. When Karthik is tensed, I don't know why. Now all the cameras are also up. I don't know. Yes, Daniel, you are increasing the anxiety.
Yes. So results are ready now. The best role player is DTM Priyank. Let us have a big round of applause together.
Yes.
DTM Priyank. And best tag role player is our grammarian, Toastmaster Karthik. Let us have a big round of applause to Toastmaster Karthik. He
An
has done
Odyssey,
it.
an Odyssey
Sorry?
to a grammarian.
Odyssey. Yeah. Next, best prepared speaker is Toastmaster Shivakumaran. So let us have a big round of applause to Toastmaster Shivakumaran. And the best table topic speaker is our guest Toastmaster Uma Natarajan. Let us have a big round of applause. And last, the best evaluator is DTM Alex Jacob. Let us have a big round of applause to Alex Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. And so we have come to the end of today's meeting. Vice President Education, any updates for the upcoming meetings?
No major updates, Alex. As we know, next meeting is an in-person meeting. Next Wednesday, we don't have this online meeting. 28th is an in-person meeting. And we also planning to have the installation of our ExCom members. So I would encourage all of the members, whoever is in Chennai, please try to join the meeting without any without fail, and encourage all the team who are coming for the upcoming to take up the roles upcoming years. And yeah, more the details I will be sharing there and there in the group. This is the update I have for upcoming meeting.
All right. Thank you, Shiva. So it's on, please mark your calendar, 28th Saturday morning, 7:15. All right. So we'll have a quick photograph. Can somebody take a picture? Did someone take a picture?
I think everybody is posing. No, please
Mhm.
take.
Who's taking?
Have taken.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the philosophers I follow all the time is Rumi. So I like to share a quote from Rumi and end the meeting. Our greatest strength lies in the gentleness and tenderness of our heart. Our greatest strength lies in the gentleness and tenderness of our heart, says Rumi. So with this thought, I adjourn meeting number 327. All the very best. Looking forward to meeting you all on Saturday, 28th June. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
Bye, Andrew.
Hello.
Bye, Andrew.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Yeah. I think today is meeting finished within time, I guess. Last week I got late to office because of the election and all. But I was thinking at what time it will finish today, but luckily it is finished now. So I'm just ready
How
to
far
move.
is the office from the place you stay?
No, this is office is nearby only, but 9 o'clock it will start. But now again I have to get ready and have breakfast and to join.
Plant, na? You are into mechanical maintenance, eh?
Yes, mechanical maintenance.
What is
Toughest.
the kind of what is the tonnage of this plant? How many tons? Million tons.
So there are two plants in my present locations. Totally 17,500 tons clinker production.
Huh?
17,500 tons per day. Yeah.
This is that same Sanghi plant, right? Sanghi has started and taken over by Adani.
Exactly. Earlier it was Sanghi plant. Now it is Adani has taken over that plant, and it is under now Ambuja Cement. Now it is no more Sanghi Cement.
It is Ambuja Cement. Eh?
Now Ambuja Cement, yeah. The brand is Ambuja, and the group is Adani.
Yeah, I know. It was started by Sanghi, but then Adani took over.
Correct.
Okay, good day. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good day.